kill Michael Moass! It's impossible!
This is what happens when you work to change things.
You're being a little bitch.
What do you fucking want from me? Get off my dick!
You know, if you don't understand the situation, it's better sometimes not to speak and just be proven a complete imbecile in the matter. Okay, so...
All right.
I think you a bitch.
Whoa.
You understand what I'm saying?
That one catches me off guard every time. It does.
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying it could be... What are you saying?
Huh? What are you saying?
First they think you're crazy, then they fight you.
I don't know. I don't really think that's the case.
And then all of a sudden you change the world.
All right. Here we are. Good evening. So where do we start? Where do we start here? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's start here. Let's start right here.
AMC and Ape combined to be less than $1 before September. It's possible. It's unfortunate for me because I'm still invested in AMC. I'm still invested in Ape. I don't have calls. I don't.
Whoa.
I haven't played options on AMC or Ape in many moon. I just own it and I kind of forget about it. My reasoning for not getting out is
so he's an ape.
The captain goes down with its ship, and I'm not saying that's right. I know financially it's not right. But emotionally, morally, it feels like the appropriate thing to do. But yet, that doesn't stop me.
What? What? Oh, dear God. Did he really say that? Oh, my God. Okay.
From telling you guys the truth. I built my following from people who I thought appreciated me telling the truth. I understand I've lost.
What? What? Telling the truth? What the fuck?
Lost some of my following because some of them didn't want the truth. They wanted hopium. If you're here for hopium, I'm just not the guy, because I've seen it time and time.
Yeah, you aren't the guy.
Does not make you money. I'm doing this to make money. I am in the market to make money. I don't know how to be more.
Well, hey, at least he's honest about that.
Make my net worth go up. I don't trade to have likes and a group of sycophantic cultics liking my on Reddit and Twitter. I don't care about that. Their likes, their admiration does not improve my trades. I trade to make.
What about trading to change the market for the better? Because that's, I mean, the likes and all that shit. Yeah, I get that. Everybody, I mean, yeah, like this pretty boy doesn't do that. First of all, let's be fucking real. Number two, he liked it. This is part of number one. Still, he liked it when he got $500,000 in super chats in 2021. Oh, he liked it then. But I don't think that. I think that's a straw man argument. I really, you know, because the whole thing was. It's about market fairness. It's about transparency. It's about yada, yada, yada. It's about changing the market for the better. It's about punishing Wall Street. It's about punishing the hedgies who screwed my parents out of their house in 2008. Maybe he'll address that. But that is come on.
Make money. I don't know how to be more clear about this. I was very excited about AMC because I saw it as a money-making opportunity. And on top of that, it seemed like a good way to not only stick it to the man, but potentially reform some.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
For example, I'm against pattern day trading. For example, I think FTDs are ridiculous.
He's against pattern day trading. Does that mean that he does not think that he agrees with the pattern day trading rule, then, is what he's indicating. Or maybe he's against the pattern day trading rule. But if you're against pattern day trading, that means you don't support day trading. You don't support being labeled a pattern day trader, which I don't think he means because he is a day trader. So anyway, but, you know, Matt Kohrs.
I think the opaqueness of the reporting is insane.
Oh, the opaqueness. It's the opaque transparency.
I think the delayed nature of the reporting is insane. I think politicians doing political insider trading is borderline treasonous. It doesn't make sense to me. There are many things that go on in and around the market that make no sense to me, and until my final breath, I will fight to get that.
Yeah, right. But also you're there to make money. Which one is it, buddy? Which one is it? You're not going to change the market in an entire financial system that is built on, this whole system is built on the fact that we say this has value. We say that this piece of paper means something. That's the only reason that anybody thinks that it does. And it's really, the stock market is the same exact thing. It's just not currency. It's supposedly the valuation of a company. But the whole system is based on this fiat idea. Let that piece of paper now be currency. Let it be. May it be currency. It's like the priest blessing it. You are now money. Go forth in peace and greed. So I don't see how the market would ever change when you have a system that is based on that idea. But yay, spin your wheels.
Does not necessarily correlate with gargling Adam Aaron's all day, every day, like I see on Twitter. I am seeing some of the most strange beta behavior from grown men who literally want to walk around behind Adam Aaron all day, every day, just holding his Sir, is that okay? Oh, are we sitting down now? Sir, where do we go? These are grown men, literally given the opportunity for half an ape share. They would follow this guy around and hold his for him. I find that strange. Maybe there's certain things in life that when you have an opinion, you should stand by it in a steadfast manner, such as be a good person. Okay, cool. That seems like a good rule that maybe you shouldn't change. But when it comes to the market, if you are incapable of changing your opinion, if on any aspect of your trading, investing career, if you think you should come up with an opinion and stick with that opinion and that thought process every day, every single trading day for the remainder of that investment, you're stupid. With new information, you should always reconsider what's going on. Whether you're long or short, whatever you're in, whatever you're not in, you should always be on your toes thinking, is this smart? Is this not smart? Has it run enough? Has it not run enough? What is my risk? It's always a game of reevaluating. If you are incapable of reevaluating based on new information, I'm telling you this, and I know you're gonna think I'm a prickly for saying this. I understand that, but I'm saying...
What's with the censorship here? What's with the beeping? Why is he beeping out his curse words? I think he's a prickly asshole for doing that. Personally,
because I'm actually trying to help you. The market is not a place for you. If you come into the market and you think I'm coming up with an opinion, I'm never going to reevaluate, and I'm just going to stand there holding some old dandruff ridden dude's in my hand, this is not the place for you. I am going to save you money by telling you don't be in the market. And that's crazy for me to say, because I think a lot of people should be in the market. I think the market is the best wealth generating tool mankind has ever come up with.
Right, and that's why it's that's why there's so many wealthy people, right?
That doesn't mean it's appropriate for every single person. And right now, there's a very loud minority of people, particularly on Twitter and Reddit, who don't understand that. They are going to be just losing money. The market is going to eat them alive. They are not only going to end up worse from engaging in the market, but they're going to end up exponentially worse. It's just going to be almost like a...
Wait, exponentially worse? You mean like this? like this, right? Is that it? Maybe it's exponential. Maybe it's linear. I don't know. Oops. It depends on when you got in and all that kind of stuff. But okay, I stand corrected. Maybe it's perfectly linear. But I'll tell you, if you were using options, maybe it is exponential.
Degenerate gambling downfall, like a true gambling addict, just losing money, losing money, losing money, losing money. I feel for them, even though I don't like them as people, even though I think they're stupid, even though I don't think that they are just inherently good people that I want to talk to. I'm still going to respect them to a certain degree because they are a retail trader. I do defend retail traders. I do defend what's going on in the world of being an individual trader. In that attempt to help them, I'm informing them the market's not the place for them to be. If they want to be out of the market and continue to gargle Adam Aaron's and think that he's some sort of financial messiah, go for it. But they're wrong. And that's an interesting thing about religious faith and financial faith, is with religious faith, no one's ever going to be proven right. No one's ever going to be proven wrong because a lot of the answers are kind of existential. When it comes to financial faith, we have this
well, no comment.
thing called charts are kind of existential. When it comes to financial faith, we have this thing called charts that tells us. Charts tell us who's right and who's wrong.
Well,
We have absolute
charts don't tell you what's going to happen, though. They tell you what has happened. Now, it is true that these people can't even be honest about what has happened. They don't want to believe that this is 94% down. That's not. Get off here, magnet. They don't want to believe that this is 94% down. But it is. Well, let's start it off at June 2nd, right there, right? And switch to a percentage basis. And of course it shifts it over and it makes me look like a liar. I don't know where it's taking it from. Might be taking it from the top or the bottom or the close probably. Plan B. Which, no comment on Plan B. There it is. 94% from the peak, from the top. Look at that, 94%.
losers telling you that the gamma squeeze is a day away. Trust me, I've been trading for years. The gamma squeeze is a day away. You better buy more because it's looking real good. Looking super, super good, guys. We should just, they're f***ing wrong. I don't understand how anyone, but I actually do. I get how people fall for it. It's other people who want hopium. It's other people who are as uninformed about the market that put way too much money into a play and they just need it to come around because of the negative ramifications of what could happen if it doesn't turn around for them. They broke the cardinal rule of don't bet more than you're willing to lose. So they're going around and they're just on Twitter and Reddit. They're each other off for hopium. It is what it is, dude.
Did he just really just bleep out jerking each other off? What a...
Regulators are a piece of market makers are a piece of there's three giant pieces of and if you can't see that by now, dude, what?
What?
On Twitter and Reddit, they're each other off for hopium. It is what it is, dude. Adam Aaron's a piece of regulators are a piece of
Adam Aaron's a piece of shit. Regulators are a piece of shit.
market makers are a piece of there's three giant pieces of and if you can't see that by now, dude, what?
I do like that ending, actually. I don't agree with them at all. I mean, they might be pieces of shit. But, like, somebody's got to sell it to you. Like so you have to buy it from somebody. Somebody has to run the company. Whoever said that CEOs of companies are your friend? Like, whoever believed that? I don't know. It's like, dude, what? I got to hear that ending again. This is great.
Piece of regulators are a piece of market makers are a piece of there's three giant pieces of and if you can't see that by now, dude, what?
I thought, okay, had a crisis averted. Remaining apes are buying that dip. Oh my god, a giant bleep. Yeah, I'll refrain from further comments. Okay, what do we got next? Good evening, by the way.
Man, this Frankie let me say I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only. Whatever I say in this video is my opinion, may not necessarily be factual. Don't buy, sell, or hold a stock because of anything that I say in this video. Do your own DD. Look, I saw the judge's decision when it came to the court case. I anticipated that decision. And here's the thing. I knew when the lower court didn't address what really happened between Adam Aaron and Terry Capital and the retail investors. I knew once they didn't address the real issue, it wasn't, going to happen. So I didn't put too much faith, with the whole Supreme Court thing. I knew it was going to go down like that. But here's the thing, man. The fact of the matter is, these criminal billionaire hedge funds in Wall Street, they could not allow the 99%. People like you or I, there was so many of us in this short squeeze play. They could not allow us to become rich off a short squeeze play.
Well, he's kind of half right, but it's not.
Many of us.
It's not because there were so many. It's not because there were too many. It's because that's like one of those deep truths. We'll call it that. We'll call it a deep truth. No, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best. It's one of those sayings about the market. Like when everyone is on the same side of the trade, you should be on the other side, because when trades get crowded, the market doesn't like that, because it's inefficient. It represents inefficiency, right? So does it make sense for everybody to be on the same side pumping NVIDIA, for example? That trade, one could say, is crowded. Does it make sense? Probably makes sense to take a look at the opposite side. Okay.
I've always said it's all about class warfare. They would have done anything they had to do to make sure that didn't happen. It's just the way it is. You understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with big criminal billionaire hedge funds, man.
They didn't have to do anything, though. That's the thing that these guys don't understand or can't admit or whatever. Because most people will not be profitable trading in the market. Day trading, swing, whatever, short-term trading. Most people will not be profitable by default. So the notion that the billionaire hedge funds, whatever, had to go out of their way to ensure that would happen is ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. No action was needed to ensure that at least 75% of people would lose money, because that happens every day.
And that really hate lower class people,
They
really
hate lower class people.
Come into the stock market so that they can exploit us and steal our money. That's what it's all about. So they couldn't allow us to become rich off a stock play. And see, me personally, I think the AMC short squeeze play, I think all of it was a scam. I think the whole time they probably knew they was going to have a way out, simply because of the fact that, man, they understand the level of corruption that they have the ability to engage in. They've been doing this, man, for decades. They probably always knew that they'll have a way out. You see what I'm saying? I feel like AMC retail investors, my personal opinion, I feel like we got played, we got manipulated by criminal billionaires.
You did get played, you did get manipulated, but it was not by hedge funds. It was not by the billionaire class. It was by other members of your class. Think about that. This guy wants to sit here and talk about class warfare. Is Matt Kohrs one of the 1%? Maybe he is now, right? But in May 2021, was Matt Kohrs, was Trey, one-eyed Trey, I think that was before he had the eye patch. Were these guys, was Shart the Vix, Review Pork, all these clowns. Who were they? They were also nobodies. They are the ones who manipulated the apes. 100%. The people who write these garbage posts on Reddit, right? Stock twits and Twitter. That's the manipulation. That's the manipulation right there. Media, mass media, TV, print media, whatever, analyst opinions, you could always ignore those. Those are irrelevant, always.
The hedge funds.
Except to be informed of what is being said in those venues, but it's not to be taken at face value. That's what I mean.
Short sellers.
Not necessarily to be taken at face value.
AMC management staff. That's my own personal opinion. Might not necessarily be factual. Those just allegations. I feel like we got played by them. I think the whole thing, man, the whole time it was an inside job. And see, look.
Adam Aaron never once said there's going to be a short squeeze. He never once said you're going to get rich holding the stock. He never once said to do what they did. He never once said that. I'm not defending anybody because I don't think that he's the most honest. Again, that says CEO, corporate executive. Are they going to be? Who knows? But I'm not, he's not my friend. I'm not pretending that he is. I don't want him to be. I'm simply saying that he never said any of this. And the closest thing, which is not even close, is when the apes would reinterpret his tweets. Like the short sellers are wrong, wrong, wrong. He said wrong 3 times. That means that they've sold the float over by 3 times, right? No, it doesn't. It never meant that. But they just used it to reinforce their own flawed beliefs and hopes. And when influencers come on and promote that garbage, that is manipulation.
None of this stuff, man, couldn't have happened, in my opinion, may not necessarily be factual, without the help of Adam Aaron and the insiders. It's not possible for them to, they wouldn't have been able to take out shares. They wouldn't have been able to kill our short squeeze play if it wasn't for Adam Aaron. So
well,
like I said,
you already had a massive short squeeze from $2 to $72. You already had that. That already happened. That already happened. That's in the past. As Matt Kohrs said, we can see that on the chart. Chart doesn't lie. The price went from this to that. And if you know anything about these types of moves, you would probably know that, A, the move already happened. Now we're experiencing aftershocks, tremors, whatever. But it's probably going to collapse because these things don't last forever. And we're not in the same climate that we are as we were then. Like, free money for everybody. Nobody's at work. Everybody's at home. Nobody is worried about money. We have stimulus. We have unemployment. We got nothing else to do. That's all different. It's all different. So, a lot of these videos today, I feel like, are going to be like this. They're going to be just kind of random rants, quick one thing to the next, all these reasons. Oh, we got screwed. You screwed yourself, man. And that's, hey, that's fine but let's be honest about it. And you could say you were played, you could say you were manipulated by the influencers, whatever. But at the end of the day, nobody can hit the sell or a buy button except for you, unless you're me, in which case Ken Griffin can do anything he wants on my system, apparently, according to Ron. I wonder if he has to do it like, I mean, it would be hilarious. It would be, you know, Ron said he has a button that he can push that messes with my microphone and stuff. I don't know if it's quite that easy, but I wonder if he has to issue like terminal commands, like over a serial connection or something. That would be funny. Anyway.
Can't blame this, man, on King Griffin. You can't blame this on Citadel. You know, in my opinion, may not necessarily be factual, man. It was an inside job, you know, spearheaded, you know, by Adam Aaron, who's a Wall Street, you know, CEO. It's just my own personal opinion. But this is what I would say to AMC retail investors, everybody that was involved in our short squeeze play. I would say, man, don't let these alleged criminals and don't let these devils kill your spirit. Don't let them break your spirit. You see what I'm saying? I lost money. A lot of people lost money. If you involved in the stock market, it's going to happen. But I look at it like, man, I bounce back from the money that I lost. But I don't subscribe to the ideology that I just stay around in a play and lose all my money because the play is going bad. So I'm just going to ride it to zero and I'm just going to lose all my money. I don't subscribe to that type of ideology. Me personally, I can't tell people what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. People have to do what they feel is best for them and what's best for their family. Me personally, I would rather take the amount of money that I got left over and put my money in other plays because there will always be other plays. There will always be, you know, other money-making opportunities. You know, that's if you don't allow, you know, your spirit to be broken because of what happened to us in the AMC short squeeze play. I just look at the whole thing, man.
I mean, really, they should have been using it as an opportunity to learn and improve. And that's what we have been indirectly trying to do here, is to help people realize these things, maybe inspire people to think differently, and you know, change the course of what's happening for them.
Is that
I think we've failed, but that's okay.
It was a learning experience.
A learning experience, right?
For me. That's the way I look at it. And see, what I would say.
But he still sits there and says that you were manipulated by the hedge funds and all that. Is that what you learned? I don't think that's what you learned. And it wasn't a learning experience then. You learned that you should have sold when the price went up a lot. Price went up a lot. Was it as much as you maybe wanted it to be or thought it could be? Well, maybe not. But, you know, if you started with $2,000 and now it's $10,000, you can then take that 10,000 and make it do something for you. So this idea of stepping up straight from being a broke ass 20-something to being a billionaire in one leap is complete fantasy. It does not work like that. Doesn't work like that. And that's what they wanted. And anything else, remember, like zero or moon, there is no third option. That's the wrong way. So it's going to be zero then. What you're saying is going to be zero. No, it's a stair step. It's a step stair. It's a, you know, one step forward, one step, two steps back, one step forward. That's how it works. And really, it's better that way, because when it does happen in freakish ways, like you go from being broke to having $100 million, guess what? And I'm talking about lottery winners, and I've mentioned this many times, and a lot of people know this. Winning the lottery is one of the worst things that can happen to a lot of people, especially if they take the lump sum. And that's what it would be like. It'd be like taking a lump sum of a lottery winning. You will end up broke or dead within 5 years. Broke or dead within 5 years. And honestly, What would be worse in that situation? I don't know. Both are undesirable. So really, you want the stairs. You want graduality. You don't want to go from, freezing cold to boiling hot. Bad shit happens when things are really hot and they instantly get cold. That's when things break. Okay, anyway, I'll shut up.
One thing, I came to the conclusion. This is how I feel. Number one, man, I would never hold AMC stock as a result of what we went through. I would never hold AMC stock.
Emotional trading, emotional response.
Long term. I swing traded. I don't do no day trade. I don't do no short. But I swing trade the stock after it bottom out on the other side and make money off of it. While people diamond handing and they holding their stock, chasing probably a fictitious short squeeze play, I make money off the stock, but I never hold it. Also, as a result of what we went through, I always look at, this is just my personal opinion, I always look at Adam Aaron, man, as a scumbag and as a shyster. Made a lot of money, but I still see him, he made a lot of money. I still see him, man, in my personal opinion, as a scumbag, as a shyster. Number two, I would never follow any of Adam Aaron influencers into another play. You should do your own research anyway and your own due diligence when you get involved in the short squeeze play. I've learned a lot. Lost money, but I learned a lot. But I would never follow any of the Adam Aaron influencers into another short squeeze play or any play, not them. You understand what I'm
How about don't follow anybody into any trade? Following people into trades is one of the worst things, one of the worst ways to go about it. Because it wasn't even your idea to begin with. So when it doesn't work, you're not even going to understand why it didn't work or what you were even trying to do or what you thought would happen. That's why everybody says, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Because you need to understand it. You follow somebody into it, they probably have an idea of when you should cut your loss or take profit. If you're following somebody blindly, I've never been a fan of that. It's never worked for me or anybody that I've known. It's like you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't take that approach in other areas of life. You couldn't take that approach in other areas of life. It's not sustainable. And it's just not like there's no cookie cutter approach that works. Anyway,
I'm saying?
I'll shut up.
Secondly, man, if it's a short squeeze play, and when you look at the people that's involved in, if it's a short squeeze play that everybody's talking about in the future, and I look in that short, I look at that short squeeze play, and I see that particular short squeeze play have the same bad actors that's involved in our short squeeze play. The same criminal in their hedge funds. I mean, run from their short squeeze.
How do you even know?
Touch it.
What?
Because the court system.
The same hedge funds. I mean, you don't even know which hedge funds are even involved.
To go up against criminal billionaire hedge funds, especially when retail investors is the victim. It's not set up to give retail investors justice and the powers to be.
Justice. What are you talking about? Now he's talking about as if laws were broken. Now he's talking about criminality. What? The only crime you have here is like being a terrible investor, trader. I mean, that's not a crime. That's what they want, and that's what they got. But again, they didn't have to do anything to get that because it's human nature. You tell somebody they can get rich easily, and they will sit through the infomercial. We'll find out about that later.
And these criminal billionaire hedge funds. So if somebody said, man, this is a short squeeze play, it look good, but it's got the same criminal billionaire hedge funds or bad actors that we had in our short squeeze play, I'm not going to touch it. As far as the whole, man, look, boycott thing, AMC, man, wouldn't be bothered with. Only thing, man, you're going to do is just hurt innocent people that's going out trying to make a living, man, for their family. It's not their fault that they work for a dirty CEO, in my opinion. It's not their fault. And see, look, I was looking at one of the Adam Aaron influencers, looking at his Twitter page. And people are threatening him, and people are threatening Adam Aaron. And I say, man, Wrong move, man. Don't waste your time. If Adam Aaron didn't do nothing, if his influencers didn't do anything, then they ain't got nothing to worry about. They good. But if they engage in a behavior and they did something they wasn't supposed to, some things they wasn't supposed to do, and they hurt people, just let Allah handle it. That's it. You know,
just let Allah handle it. Yes, because that, yeah, no. Okay, well, this is where we should change videos.
Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I'm talking about AMC stock. Guess what? Breaking news. They removed the option chain from AMC. So
they
you can't short it.
They did? They? What?
Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I'm talking about...
Now, this is unprecedented. Where are his glasses? I find it hard to believe that he lost them because he has like 12 million pairs. Where is he at here? Ancient Rome. No glasses. Interesting.
AMC stock. Guess what? Breaking news. They removed the option chain from AMC, so you can't short it now. Can you...
They removed the option chain from AMC, so therefore you can't short it now. Interesting. That's really interesting. Tell us more.
From AMC, so you can't short it now. Can you believe that? I just said this morning in my video, if you want to make money, open a short position on AMC, open a put on it, because well,
if you want another way to lose money on AMC, that would be a good option.
With reverse splits, they all crash, all of them. Not some of them, all of them. That's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Having said that, unbelievable. Comment below, did your broker remove your options chain? I know mine did on Robinhood. It's gone. You can't do any puts, no options. As of right now, breaking news on AMC stock. That just shows you they're going to push this thing lower. And they don't want anyone to make money on it.
That's faulty logic. Because we know that these clowns, they buy calls, not puts. So they don't want anybody to make money on it. So they, okay, sure.
They don't want anyone to make money on the way down because it's going to go down. All reverse splits crash. They don't want you making money on the options chain. Comment below if they took your option chain away and on your platform, in which platform you have. This is crazy. How could they do this? Because the only way to make money on AMC right now is to short it because of the reverse stock split. I've never seen one reverse stock split result in the price going up. Have you? If so, put the ticker below. Comment below. What ticker is it? What stock? And don't give me a stock from 15 years ago like Priceline, okay? Because that took a long time to go up. And that's an old stock from 15, 20 years ago when they did theirs, okay? So I'm talking in the last 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, okay? This is crazy. How is this not illegal? How is this allowed? How can they just remove the options chain? Now we can't even short it. The only way to make money on AMC right now is to short it, and they removed that option.
Screwed at every turn.
Well, that's all I have to say.
Unbelievable.
Well, I want to know your thoughts. Hit like, subscribe, and notifications.
Okay. Well, you know, the thing about that is he right? Let's find out. Let's find out. So here's Thinkorswim, also known as TD Ameritrade. And hopefully this is visible here. Let me make it bigger, I guess. A little bit bigger. AMC. AMC. Do I have the... Oh, no wonder. Oh, it should be capturing the... Okay, anyway, yeah. AMC option chain. This is the one that expires Friday, right here. And let me undo that size thing so we can see the full thing. So we can see that these put options here did appreciate in value by about 62%. So let's check out the chart on it. Yep. Okay, so what are we looking at here? 30 minutes. Wait a minute here. Oh, I thought it said that should be at 40. Let's see here. This is showing it closed at 19 cents. I'm showing it here at 40. Well, anyway, I don't know. Look at the implied volatility too. 500% at the money, 2,500% all the way at the top. Just out of curiosity, going out to January 2025, these contracts are $1.34. This may not be updated. This may not be, I'm not sure about this. But the option chain is here. Now I'm thinking maybe I should go to Fidelity and look. All right, I'll do that in the background here. Ron wants us to look at MMTLP. Massive buy with his followers. Well, yeah. Clearly it worked. But you know, it takes a bit to, you know what, before we move to MMTLP, I have to see this one because I saw this.
So apparently I
saw this pop up here earlier and made me say some things that were not nice. Okay.
So apparently over on Stock Twits, they're seeing a lot of panic with regards to the movie thing here. Well, in regards to AMC, as you can see. You can go look at the article on Market Watch. I guess they all lie. But on that platform, they're saying that the sentiment is extremely scared, panicking, and nervous, which I find hard to believe because all the yes tubers said that this is what everybody wanted, that 80% of the people voted for this, but now they're panicking? I mean, what the hell? I thought they wanted to see this reverse split happen.
Okay, Mike, you are you know what? I'm going to let Charles V. Payne say it.
You're being a little bitch. You're being a little bitch. You're being a little bitch. You're being a little bitch.
Yeah, you guys, you need to go over and read that article, but the same thing that I've been saying for the longest time. I knew something wasn't right about this whole ape arbitrage thing. I knew that it was shoving it down our throats. Everybody wanted, or not, all these influencers, you know who they are. I don't even say their names anymore. We're pushing this, pushing the fact of the ape arbitrage. Hell, when that Steve or Chanos guy
pushing the fact that the ape arbitrage what? Complete sentences, please, Mike. I know you can do it.
Chanos, I posted that video, I don't know how many times on YouTube, when he was talking about this arbitrage, the difference between ape shares and AMC shares and the money to be made, and all these people wanted to go ape heavy. The social media,
ape heavy,
you know exactly who they are. They were shoving that down the community's throat, that the ape is the way to go, the ape arbitrage. That damn thing was a setup from the very get-go. It was designed just like we said back then, and you're seeing it now. It was designed to secure and win that vote over. The ape arbitrage already happened. When you bought in under $1, That's why you saw, that's exactly why you saw Antares sold the majority of them. They got, what, 64 million left out of how much they owned? They sold off because they were going to recoup their money, and make 3 and 4x their original investment that they suckered Adam into, which is probably a plan between Project Popcorn, Adam, and City to create these ape shares. I tried to tell you, I've been saying it, but I was called the shill and the bad guy and blah, 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 blah. Ape arbitrage was bullshit, and Cowboy that shoved it down your face, no wonder he sold out before all this. They knew something ain't right. You guys have said it. They knew. These people that met Adam, these influencers, I'm, you know what? I'm on board with the fact that I think they were paid. I think they were paid to do what they did, and they got all these people. And now these supposed yes voters out there, or whoever you are, apparently just on stock twits alone, they're all panicking. So the real question is how many people panicked and sold? It'd be great to see those numbers. I think it's a lot to do with the shorts, but still, in this next part of this article,
What?
I think it's a lot to do with the shorts, but still, in this next part of this article, I want you to read this, but this is exactly what I was talking about reverse arbitrage. Nobody wanted to hear it. You thought for sure, you yesers thought for sure that ape was going to skyrocket up to meet AMC. It's exact damn opposite. And that, falling for that is why it was so...
Well, no, it's not the exact opposite. No, it's not the exact opposite. AMC and ape are both down. They're both down. They're both down. AMC down, ape down, AMC plus ape, which is right here, down. That's the combined equity. It's down. So, you know, that's different than arbitrage. That's not arbitrage. That's just, you know what? The market sees this as a piece of shit and is pricing it as such. So both equities are going to go down. They're going to go down. AMC went down by more than ape did. So there's your arbitrage right there. But, you know, nobody said that one has to go up and the other one has to go down. They can both go down, or they can both go up. They're not going up or down by the same amount. But, you know, that's what you got. There's a lot of valid reasons for this combined valuation to go down, right? Seem to be. All right.
Pissed because
angry Professor Mike.
That screwed every one of your fellow apes that you supposedly said you were one of and you were a part of us. And you know what? I called it a traitor back then, and I call it a traitor now because
it's okay, Ron. He's a Marine. He can drive without looking at the road.
Look what's happening. You're paying the price just like we are. And again, I'll say it. It ain't over. Obviously, we got to go through the reverse split, but it ain't looking pretty either. The battlefield is bloody as hell, bloodier than it's ever been, and everybody's paying for it right now. And I'm hoping that as we get through this on the other side, maybe something will happen. But it ain't looking pretty right now. Biggest rug pull ever. An expectation among investors that the gap between ape and AMC shares would close by ape units moving upwards. Instead, we're seeing AMC shares move downward. Reverse arbitrage. I said it then, I said it now, you fell for it, and now look. All your friends and your family and everybody around you talk about destroying the ape community and ripping it apart. This is exactly what happened. Ape was a damn setup. The lawsuit was to cover it up, and now they're in cleanup mode, and they're going to make us hold the bag and pay for it. Tell me you're not pissed off. Drop your comments.
To screw retail. I mean, so whenever, I know, Ron, isn't it great? It's fantastic. It is fantastic. And he thinks he's so high and mighty too. He's got this moral high ground thing going on because he's a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Once a psychopath, always a psychopath. AA knew exactly what he was doing to screw retail. So you got screwed, and somehow that means that was the intention. Like, this logic is just, it's out of this world. Criminals getting away with it. Judges turn a blind eye. Okay. I mean, clearly not. Clearly no. I mean, Oh my God. When Judge Zern approved settlement, I knew we were toast. So sick to my stomach, the corruption from everywhere. I told myself, no way is this going to be like Enron. No way. Now I feel it will be worse. What? I mean, how in the hell is it like Enron? They don't even know what Enron was. They don't even get it. They don't even get it. I mean, Enron was an accounting scandal, accounting fraud, mark-to-market accounting, inflating revenues. Not even close. People lost money, sure. Right now, it's not about who's right, the yes or no, but about salvaging what is possible from this play. Okay, right. Very sad day. First time I've cried in 2 years. But I still hold on and have faith in God, for He sees all and knows all. He is the Avenger. The Avenger. Laughter. We told you this constantly for 3 years. I don't know. I don't think they did. And what happened? They called us bot shills, head over heels for AA. It's sad. Well, I mean, that is true. They did call us that. I sold today. I couldn't lose any more money. I'm down more than I care to share, but it's pretty devastating. Should have sold at 70. So here's somebody who claims to have held through 70. Get it back at $9 that they said they had to stay above to pay off debt. Yes, pushers worked hard for what they have coming. Let them reap it. What? I'm sure Phil has a few fellow ghetto mindset subscribers who'd be looking for him. I mean, Simper, spelled wrong. I mean, come on. Shouldn't that be a prerequisite to be in the Marines? Shouldn't you have to spell the goddamn motto correctly? Told you they were paid. Now it's time to go after the paper trails of this crook. Okay. Need a class action lawsuit against all of them. For what? I am still shocked what the Supreme Court wrote. AA said a pounce. Turns out the pounce was on retail. All the while, a CEO watches his company go down 50% in 36 hours and says absolutely nothing. He was quick to talk about bankruptcy when it went up 15%, though. I am burning up about this POS as well. Okay. Wonder if the Marine lost 50% of his daughter's tuition. I mean, you know, I don't want to come off as, well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. I don't care. In a fair world, he would have. In a fair world, he should. And nobody should help him. And she should have to, you know, work at an AMC theater to make that money back. Will take her 25 years. I love that he hides from his wife to make videos. Yeah, right. On the porch, in the car, because she doesn't want to hear it. I think whatever QAnon was trying to accomplish, they managed. Well, I guess maybe. It's interesting, though, that this is going to happen at like the same time that Trump is going to surrender himself to Georgia. Kind of odd. It's all theater. Harry sold around $45 with the crew. Awesome. I mean, that better to be a seller at 45 than a buyer, because I'm looking at a lot of buyers at 45 right now, and you know. Let's see. what can I actually stand to listen to now? So, Tanko Native, not gonna play the whole video, but we'll do a little teaser. Tanko Native, friend of this channel, great guy. What's he got to say?
Sup?
Sup?
Check this out, people. When you go on YouTube, you're going to find the same everyday YouTubers who are pumping this AMC Moass nonsense.
Amen.
A lot of them are gone. Most of them that are not on right now disappear when AMC starts to tank. They also disappear when 8 starts to tank. These people change their narrative according to the days of the week, according to the news, according to the nonsense that they regurgitate from other YouTubers. These people's DD is not actual research, it's simply watching other YouTubers and repeating what they hear from others. AMC is not going to Moass. I know this isn't something you people want to hear. I know when I come on and you hear me and people like me, you get discouraged, you get disappointed, and you become angry. And so you come at people like me who are telling you the truth. The fact is that nobody gets rich overnight. Nobody.
Thank you.
And that those who have become rich in the stock market put in the time, the energy, and the research, put their money in the right stock and to sell at the right time.
Boom.
So they can get their money. And if you do not sell AMC at a profit, if and when it spikes, or 8, you will lose this opportunity to get some, if not all, of your money.
Okay, yeah, I mean, first 2 minutes there, you know, it's spot on. Yeah, they did. They started with a considerably large sum of money to invest. Ape Father meltdowns. I looked for him the other day. This is clickbait. This is clickbait right here. This guy turned into total clickbait. But, you know, it's not surprising that he would come out with AMC content. Look at it. Almost 7,000 views in an hour. Insane. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Tony. What Reddit? I mean, obviously, you're not talking about that Reddit or AMC stock. ACM. You probably would have done better with ACM, whatever that is. I mean, you coming from Wall Street Bets or something, because nobody on AMC stock. That's all they do is look back. But what about this Morant's rants here? This guy's funny.
So here's the biggest stock pumper of them all. This is AMC Bigums, guys. He's doing this shit for like a year and a half already, and it's getting played out. He says AMC has the ability to fix its balance sheet. Yes, every company has the ability. It doesn't mean they will. They also...
Oh, but let me guess. GameStop does, right? GameStop does with that NFT market.
Can pay down their debt. Sure. When they had $2 billion in their war chest 2 years ago, they had the same ability that they did then as they don't have now. The only difference is they've sold off everyone's equity, including your own if you were a stockholder, but chances are you're not. They also have AMC brand.
Chances are you're not. It's like, I don't even know who's more ridiculous here. It's like 2 grifters for the price of 1.
Candy coming. And the expanding popcorn and new slushy lineup. That's just too much, man. Too much of spaghetti sales. None of it's going to stick to the wall. It's unfortunate. It doesn't ever hit the bottom.
Like collectibles and NFTs. Yeah, we get it.
Bottom line either. We're over $2 billion in the quarterly box office numbers. Are you talking about domestic box office? which AMC gets what, a portion of that. The other portion of the actual industry is operating at a profit, while AMC's operating flat, and that's because it's not working out the way you're being told. Adam Aaron said in July it was the best month for company in 103-year history. If you're thinking about top line revenue, I would hope it's the best month in the 103-year history. And the reason why I say that is because inflation is at the highest it's ever been in 103 years. The value of the dollar is
no, that's not accurate.
Less. So just because top line revenue and or reported numbers are higher doesn't mean anything. If you look at the foot,
that is true.
It's down 70%. Well, I'm sorry, 30%. And it's also down, watch this, in the last decade, more than 83% in the last decade. Not just making shit up. You should do more due diligence on this investment that you claim you own. I doubt you do. They're going to be profitable in 2 quarters. They expected to be losing money in. Oh, you mean quarter 2, which they're supposed to be, their best quarter of the year. And then quarter 3, they're going to be profitable, you say. All right, we'll check that out. We'll see if Barbie can hold up. But remember, a movie doesn't make a company. There's only so many things this company can do. They have not serviced their debt. Think about this.
Is he talking about GameStop right now? I can't tell.
It's AMC Bigums. They have not paid 1 ounce of their real corporate debt in the last 2 years. They've restructured, they've pushed out, but they're not actually making payments, young man. They owe $5 billion, and I'm ballparking the number for you. They had a profit of $8 million, $8.6 million in a 3-month span. How the hell are you going to pay $5 billion versus the $8 million that they made? If I give you a pile of cash that was $5 billion and you dropped $8 million off the top of it, you wouldn't even know. That's how big of a number it is. It's so drastic, you can't even imagine it. You can't fathom it. Now, they also will be removing the failed experiment called APE. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean failed experiment? You promoted this damn thing. You also told everybody to vote yes. You've done
the failed experiment. I mean, the thing is, like, the only reason that supposedly, the only stated reason that they tried this failed experiment was because the investors were so fucking petulant. They were so greedy and selfish that they were willing to choke off the company. I mean, get this. I mean, just imagine this. You want your stock to go to the moon. So I'm going to personify the company here. This is creative. So you grab that company by the neck, and you put your hands around the company's neck, and you squeeze it. You squeeze it, and shake it and say, "Make me rich." And then you feel the company go limp in your hands, and you wonder, well, what happened? Well, I mean, on the practical level, I can't go write a check. I can't go write you a check. I can't give you my wallet if you kill me. And that's the most basic way to put it. I can't pay you if you kill me. And they were willing to kill to get paid. So figure that one out. I mean, this is what happens when you give 20-somethings way too much money and a Robinhood brokerage. You know what? Yeah. I was gonna blame Vlad, but it's not Vlad's fault. It's not Vlad's fault. Do I think he's a cool guy? No, not at all. He's not a cool guy. Do I think Keith Gill is a cool guy? Absolutely not either. I do not think Keith Gill is a cool guy. But it's neither of their faults for these people to be uneducated. It's not their fault. You know, anyway, we want people to be able to have whatever gun they want to have, whatever, ammo. Okay. We want people to be able to have whatever they want. That includes brokerage accounts. But, maybe we can't handle the responsibility. I don't know. Maybe we can't.
every single step of the way wrong. Oh, they're going to pounce. It's profitable. This is going to expose the shorts. How's phase 6 going? How's that going, AMC Bigums?
It's still coming. It's still in the works. You know, they keep pushing the deadlines back. It's still in the works. You'll see.
I'm asking you, for all your bullshit that you've been pushing out for 2 years now.
Why is he so mad, too, by the way? Why is he so fucking mad? Is he secretly an AMC shareholder? Is that his grift? Does he talk bad about AMC and pump GameStop because he's an AMC shareholder? I mean, that would actually, in this fucking cracked out, opposite, upside down world, that might actually make sense. Oh, GME's down. Oh, that's why. Thanks, Manny.
This investment is trash, and people have lost millions of dollars. Individuals losing hundreds of thousands of dollars listening to your bullshit. Go ahead. We'll keep going. They also took...
Who told you to listen to him? I mean, clearly, all you got to do is listen to him to know that this guy's an idiot. AMC Bigums. All you have to do... I mean, how many times did I have to listen to this guy to realize that he was completely full of shit? He has no clue. And he's running 100% on emotions. And trust me, bro. It's not that hard to see. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Bankruptcy off the table. You think bankruptcy's off the table? How about this? The conversion doesn't happen, they're bankrupt. How's it off the table? We'll even put it this way. You're aware that 3 banks... You think bankruptcy's off the table? How about this? The conversion doesn't happen, they're bankrupt. How's it off the table?
Well, the conversion is going to happen, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Changes nothing. It reverse split, whatever, conversion, it changes nothing. Ultimately, it changes nothing about the prospects of the actual company, their ability to bring revenue, their ability to pay their bills, debt. None of that has any effect on that at the end of the day. Because the valuation, the market cap, the market capitalization will be the same. Now, it may, change the investing landscape. It may entice people to buy or not buy or sell or not sell. So in that sense, indirectly, sure. But, those things, those indirect things, those can't bankrupt a company. Short sellers cannot bankrupt a company. Investors buying or selling cannot bankrupt a company. We're not dealing with like their operating capital here. We're dealing with a market valuation. All of the stock shares that exist and at the price that they are currently trading at, that total value, that's the value that's held by investors, not the company. That value is held by investors. How can these people not understand this? That money does not belong to AMC. It belongs to individuals and institutions that own the shares. So take it down to a quarter. It won't change much. Okay. His bullshit is a truth. Yes. Don't forget it. That would be a double reverse backflip grift with a twist. Wow, that mental gymnastics right there. Short sellers saved AMC. Short sellers saved AMC. That is an unpopular opinion that I love. I love it. And it's probably true. All right.
We'll even put it this way. You're aware that
He's so mad.
3 banks, because you're so good, you're so savvy on banks, by the way. 3 banks suspended covenants this year just so that bankruptcy's off the table. You think fundamentals are going to get you there? You think cash on hand is going to get you there? No. Come March, bankrupt.
Remember that. You think cash on hand is going to get you there. That's all that he's got when it comes to GameStop. He can't talk about the debt. He really can't talk about sales. He does. But cash on hand, I'll remember that.
Bankruptcy's back on the table, and they can't do anything about it. They're about to offer up 25 million shares on the ATM. And when they offer up those shares at the market, they're going to sell it off to private equity. He already has a buyer for 25 million. You know this though, because you know how this plays out, don't you? Have you been watching enough of my videos? If you haven't, I think you should. Private equity and the bondholders run AMC. This is why they've done the wrong thing at every turn. They bought a failed gold mine, and you try to pump that up as being bullish. What's next, AMC Bigums? Are they going to start paying you to be their spokesman? Because that would be bullish as well, right? Terrible take. AMC is down on this news that you try to paint out to be positive, and it's not 29% they're down. They're down over 45% now. For this month alone, they're losing 50% of the investment. How is that bullish? How is that going to be the change of it all?
I don't know. I've been asking that for 2 years now. You tell me. I've been asking that question for 2 goddamn years.
No? How about this? When the CFO of this company, Sean Goodman, when he owns 1 share of AMC, I'll buy 1 share of AMC. So until that happens, there's no way this is an investment. You're a shill and you're a punk. And you've been pushing this bullshit out for long enough. Peace, punk.
Interesting. Okay. Punk. All right. Let's see. So I got about 10 minutes left. I'm not going to get to MMTLP. Ron, I'm sorry. I do apologize. But, you know, we'll do it another night. Okay. Let's see. I know that there's somebody we're missing here. Thomas Jane. I'm just going to listen to a little bit of this.
Today, I want to talk about how the SEC will soon suspend Citadel. Now, you'll remember this was a ruling thrown around.
They will suspend Citadel. Oh, okay. All right.
Back in 2021, but nothing ever came of it. Well, today I have proof the SEC has and still suspends firms many times per year, and it won't be long until Citadel faces the same consequences. So stay tuned and let's make some money. And I'll dive straight in with accumulation. So, Rule SR DTC 2021-011 gave the DTC permission to disconnect a participant. It says pursuant to Rule 38 and IV to add a new Rule 38A to address situations in which it's necessary to disconnect a participant or third-party service provider or service bro due to an imminent threat of harm to the DTC. Now that ruling would address situations in which the DTC determines it is necessary for the DTC to disconnect a single or limited number of participants.
Okay, so he's going to argue that somehow Citadel is going to be disconnected because they present a threat of significant impact. Okay.
They would be disconnected from the DTC systems or network due to an imminent threat of harm.
I just want to get to the main thesis here. And that's it.
DTC or the DTCC systems. That imminent threat could be the result of a system disruption or cyber incident applicable to the DTCC systems participants. Now, I believe there's also other rulings which give the SEC the ability to also suspend market makers, hedge funds, and institutions.
Okay, show us that. No, you can't show us that? Okay.
Obviously, back in 2021, this ruling was thrown around here and there, but nobody ever knew if any participants had actually been disconnected. Many asked for Citadel to be disconnected and shut down, and for dark pools to be shut down as well. But has it ever happened before? And the answer, as StockSense Frank has found, is a resounding yes. Now, StockSense Frank tweeted saying the US SEC could suspend the trading privileges of firms for up to 90 days. Now, back in 2020, the SEC suspended over 100 individual different firms. That's one firm being suspended every 3 days, give or take. In 2021, again, over 100 firms were once.
Love it. Love the mental math there. Fantastic.
Suspended. But I think you can really see when the SEC was really being paid off, and that happened in 2022 and 2023.
Oh, yeah.
2022, just 2 firms, 2 hedge funds or market makers were suspended for the whole year.
We're not talking about hedge funds or market makers here, bro. Jesus fuck.
So far in 2023, that number is just one singular firm. This shows the SEC does actually have the ability to suspend firms from trading, and actually, especially in the past, has done so frequently. Yeah, I guess they haven't been doing it lately, but they still do have the ability, and when everything starts firing off, I don't think it will be long until Citadel ends up suspended.
I don't think it will be long. So no, he has nothing. He has absolutely nothing, which I knew. We knew, obviously.
Shorts were given 30.
Which I don't say very often, obviously, but obviously he has nothing here. He would have led with that if he did.
Placeholder shares, AK.
I'm talking about FTDs, which are a nothing burger. They always have been. They don't understand them. You know, you could look at this, and I love this too. Chart exchange. You know, you could look at this and say, oh my God, look at all these failures. Oh my God, look at all this freaking crime. Look at all these wildfires. They're going to kill that poor one. Both are bankrupt companies. Yeah, yeah. The rat has more mops on hand than cash. Ooh. Broken AI British accent man. Yeah. You know, there's a couple things that come to mind here. LARP, NPC, simp. I don't know why I'm capitalizing that, but yeah. What a clown. What a clown. Like his AMC with the M. It's accurate. That's accurate. That is an accurate representation of the stock price. Notice that it ends down here. It went up and then it came down. It went up a little bit again and it came back down. That's more accurate than he realizes. Well, he probably does realize it's accurate. That's one of those little ironic, like hidden in plain sight digs there. I love that. He's saying you lost all your money without saying you lost all your money. Okay. Real quick here to circle back to the option chain question. Let me pull this up here. I do have Fidelity up now on the option chain, and it's here as well. So now this isn't an active account for me, so I can't really do anything on it, but it sure looks like it's here. You know what? I wonder when this thing supposedly got removed from Robinhood, because we've got options trade. So I just picked a random contract here and I pulled up the time and sales. You got contracts trading up until, you know, 359. So 359. But so you know, I think it's just another Robinhood thing. That's what it seems like. Can you believe? Wait a minute. No way. No way. Oh wow. I love this. So this is the $12 calls that expire Friday, which are worthless. I mean, you could buy them, but you couldn't sell them. They have a zero bid. So you could buy it for $1, but you would not be able to sell it back to the market. It has a zero bid, which means it's worthless. This is what they look like when they expire worthless right here. That is what they look like. But it's not expiration yet. It's Tuesday. But, of course, a $12 call would be worthless now. But can you believe that there were 678? Actually, 678 minus 15. 663 contracts for $12 calls purchased today. Purchased today. Somebody managed to sell 15 for 1 cent a piece. At 9:30, right at the open. Right at the open. Some poor bastards bought them for 2 cents a piece at the open. But somebody managed to dump 15. I got 15 bucks out of it. Wouldn't it be fun to see how much they paid for those and see how much they lost? But yeah, that always amazes me that people would be buying that crap. Okay, let me switch out of this. We'll do one more video and then I gotta run. But let's see here. Probably culpable. No video of hot chick trading AMC. Okay, all right. The chick with the big buoys. Let's find those. Here they are. Wait. The first one or the second one? Manuel, the first one or the second one? Probably the first one. It mentions AMC. I'm going to go with the first one. You tell me if that's wrong.
Let's just see. Is there any news right now that just came out for AMC? Something had to happen this morning. AMC shares crater as investors brace for stock conversion.
Crater.
That's what happened.
What is that? What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Conversations with L. I am happy to be here with you guys. I hope you guys are happy to see me. Yay! So today we're going to be talking about stocks, trading, investing, all of the above. What else are we going to be talking about?
We're going to talk about the market a little bit. We're going to talk about the stock market. I want to look.
Now, this channel's got the right idea. Now, I'm hearing a dude's voice, but I'm not seeing a dude. That's good marketing.
AMC stock. I want to see how that stock is trading today.
Got it.
We're looking at after hours trading for AMC Entertainment Holdings.
Mm-hmm.
And
we did look at that AMC last time.
We did.
On the previous video.
Mm-hmm.
So we were checking out AMC stocks.
Yeah.
How they were doing. I don't think we did it live.
No, we didn't do it live.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably.
You didn't do it live? What? You didn't do it live?
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Do it.
You got to do it live.
Okay.
We'll try to do it live tomorrow.
All
right. Macy's to open 4 more.
Guess what? We always do. We always do it live.
Do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Stores. 4 more smaller stores as strip mall experiment shows early signs of success.
Macy's.
But then it says Macy's shares drop 14% as the retailer says consumers will be cautious about the rest of the year. So this news might actually create some volatility for the Macy's stock.
Okay.
Might be worth looking into. Not looking to invest in Macy's, but from a trading standpoint, it might be something interesting to look at.
Oh, fuck Macy's.
Do you?
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been to Macy's?
Dude, I went to Macy's, I think, 2 weeks ago to get a birthday gift.
Oh, okay.
I always find good things in there, especially when they have some clearance for kitchen items.
Mm-hmm.
I always find some good deals for the kitchen stuff. You know, I love buying some stuff for the kitchen. So, yeah, definitely Macy's has some good stuff.
All right. You looking for them deals?
For the deals, absolutely.
Because, see, that's the thing. Like, sometimes you want to look at the news and see what might be popping.
Yeah.
And maybe.
Can we just get into AMC?
All right. Let's look at AMC.
Here we go.
So AMC here. This has got a. Let's look at a 1-day chart. All right. Oh man, that's
Lord.
Big selling signal here. This is this morning. Wow, huge sell off. All right. What happened with AMC?
Let's see some news.
AMC.
Well, clearly they naked shorted it.
Holdings. Let's just see. Is there any news right now that just came out for AMC? Something had to happen this morning. AMC shares crater as investors brace for stock conversion.
Crater.
That's what happened.
What is that?
Well, I don't know yet. Well, crater just means that they crashed. The stock shares went down pretty aggressively. Very bearish sentiment on the stock. So AMC shares crater as investors brace for stock conversion. AMC shares plummeted more than 20% on Tuesday, slipping to a new 52-week low of $2.46 a share. Now, this is not a stock that I would short.
Okay.
On Friday, the movie theater chain's preferred equity units, dubbed APE shares, are set to be transformed into common stock just 1 year later after they began trading on the New York Stock Exchange. So let's see. So Friday, let's see that. Okay, so Friday, that was last week. The movie theater chain's preferred equity units, dubbed APE shares, are set to be transformed. AMC also is planning a 10-to-1 reverse stock split of its common stock on Thursday. So basically, some of these shares are going to be converted from AMC into APE shares.
What is APE?
What? No, come on. He just said that backwards. He just said that backwards.
Why they called it APE. Some of these shares are going to be converted from AMC into APE shares.
What is APE?
I don't know why they called it APE. I haven't been following this one very closely, so hopefully I can figure it out later. But when you see a reverse split like this on AMC stock or any other stock for that matter.
But, you know, ironically, it's probably still more factually accurate than the actual thing, than the actual influencers. So I'm not even worried about it.
It's making the stock price higher. Now, why do you think a company might want to do a reverse split to make their stock price higher? Any ideas?
No.
All right. If you see a stock that's $2 a share versus a stock that's $20 a share, is there anything that pops into your mind between those two companies?
The $20 one is doing pretty good.
And that's usually what the business owners, the CEOs, the shareholders want. Most novice traders and investors will generally look at a stock price and just assume that if the stock price is higher, it's worth more or it's a better company.
Got it.
Just like what you said. But if you look at the numbers, if you look at the, you know, the company earnings, the PE ratios, the profit and loss statements, your balance sheets, that doesn't necessarily mean just looking at the stock price that the company's doing well or that it's profitable.
Okay.
The stock price is in relationship to two different things. And I'll show you real quick. Let me see if I can get this information up right quick. If I go back to, okay, so if we look here, your stock price is based on the total outstanding shares divided by the market cap. So the market cap for AMC is $1.32 billion. And then your total outstanding shares is, where is it?
$519
million. 519 million shares. So literally, when you
nope. Real price right there. Real price. There's the real price, $602.
So literally, when you a stock is just like, if you think about a pizza pie, buying one share is like buying one slice.
Yeah.
Now, if we cut the pizza pie into 6 slices, the pizza pie doesn't change. The total size of the pie doesn't change. But if I were to cut that same,
more accurate than all of the AMC influencers already. I can tell you, they
pie into 100 slices.
They're nailing the reverse split thing in a way that most of the apes did not.
You'd be like, with a small share.
Exactly. It's small shares, very small slices, but the total pie is the same.
It's the same.
So it's like, okay, on the one hand, you can get a large slice. On the other hand, you can get a very, very small slice. The price of the large slice costs more.
Yeah.
The price of the smaller slice costs a lot less. So it's like, okay, you can't really look at the price of a company and determine if it's doing well.
Got it.
So now if we look at, what is it, $1.324 billion. All right, so that's $1.324 billion.
Okay.
If we divide that by the number of shares that are outstanding, that's how many slices are out there.
Got it.
There's 519,190,000 shares out there. I hope I did this right. I did do it.
Yeah, you did.
So if I scroll up, we see the stock price is $2.55. And so that's how the stock price is derived. You get the stock price because it's literally just saying, okay, how much is your company worth? How many slices or shares are out there that if you owned all the slices, you would be able to own the company. Like you'd own the whole pizza pie if you had all the slices.
Yeah.
So there's 519 million slices out there. If you had all of them, you own AMC. And each one of those slices costs $2.55.
Okay.
And so that's how.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. So it's not really bad.
Well, the price doesn't dictate if something's bad or not.
Okay.
But from a company standpoint, you know, looking at the balance sheet, profit margins, retained earnings, and a number of other factors, you can determine if the company is doing well. As a trader, you usually don't care if the company's doing well. You just want to get some.
You want to get some money.
Yeah, you want to buy the shares, sell it quickly, get the heck out of there, and move on to the next trade.
Yes.
So you don't really care if the company's going to be around in 10 years.
I can tell it's not TMI because of that right there. All that they just talked about tells me that it's not TMI.
Trader.
Not really.
I don't think it's anybody that we know.
Now you care about the long-term profitability of the company.
That's not TMI.
Trading this stock, This, let me go over here and look at it. If I go to AMC, all right, so AMC, if I'm just trading AMC, right now, I'm not trading AMC.
Yeah, that looks really bad.
It's not TMI's laugh. It's not him.
Wow.
All right, so I went from a 1-day chart to a 7-day chart to a 1-month chart for AMC. Now I'm gonna look at a 1-year chart. The trend is clearly down.
Yeah, it's not going up.
I don't see anything right now, because like even if I look at a 1-year chart, this would have been support back here.
Okay.
Support has clearly been breached.
It's been breached.
Yes. So I really don't like this stock right now.
Okay.
I'm going from a 1-year chart to a 1-month chart. Look at this huge gap down.
Yeah.
And we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
The thing is, this gap has not been filled. This particular stock has not filled the gap, and it's even broken the previous low.
There he is.
Guys, so
that's the guy.
what do you think about the gym?
For a resort gym, it really wasn't bad. Usually
Yeah.
you go to a hotel and there's like very bare minimum equipment, like some cardio and.
So there you go. All right.
This is a death spiral. Scary. Like, I don't.
TMI would also never say that.
Set to be transformed into common stock just 1 year after they had begun trading on the New York Stock Exchange. All right, so the APE shares have already been extracted from AMC. So those are already out. So it looks like the news is really because investors are bracing for this stock conversion that's going to be taking place later this week.
Sure.
Inches across, right? So instead of having 10 1-inch pizza slices, they're going to give you one.
Here's the reverse split explanation.
10 inches across.
Okay.
So every one of them is 1 inch if they're 10 inches across, right? So
I don't know why he's talking about 1 inch.
Having 10 1-inch.
Just kidding.
Slices, they're going to give you one bigger pizza slice that's 10 inches.
Okay.
Without the slices in between. So that's what they're doing here. They're going to literally take for every. So if you own 100 AMC stock shares today, by Friday, you will have 10 AMC stock shares instead of 100. But instead of them being worth $2.55 each, every stock you have or every stock you own will now be worth $25.50.
There you go. That's it.
It's a neutral thing, really. Look at it like this. Look at it like this, right?
Okay.
Your stocks are $2.55.
Got it.
Today. If you own 100 stocks, your 100 stocks are only worth $255. Right?
Okay.
Because you got 100 shares, they're $2.55 each. Now, when AMC does this, they're literally saying, hey, for every 10 AMC shares you have, we're going to give you one of them. In other words, for every 10 AMC shares.
Don't say we're going to take them.
You have, we're going to swap it out for one.
Swap it out. Okay, that works.
AMC stock at the new valuation.
I got no problem with this channel.
So what they're saying is you're going to have a 10-to-1 stock split. So your stock will be worth 10 times as much, but you're going to have 10 times less of them. Right.
Boom.
So each one is worth $2.55 today.
Yeah.
They're going to make it worth 10 times more. And so now it's going to be worth $25.50. But you used to have 100 of them.
Yeah.
Now you only have 10.
Got it.
So now you multiply the 25 times 10 and it's still worth $2.55.
Oh,
so
it evens out. It's
yeah,
the same thing.
Exactly. You're not coming
So what's
up.
the purpose of doing all that
It's
stuff?
to do what you said earlier. I asked you if you saw a company worth $2,
okay.
and now the company stock is worth $20. One company's worth $2 per share. Another company,
okay.
Well, and also, is it $4, $5, $10? I forget, but it's to prevent it from being delisted because the market cap is high enough, but the share price is going to be too low to remain listed. So by doing this little juggling act here, they can avoid being delisted. And in Harry, it's NYSE, but same thing. It's listed on the NYSE, but it's the same thing, same concept.
Okay,
like it's doing better.
Okay.
Right. So it's all perceived value. There's really no difference. And then when you look at the remember when we looked at that other screen and we were looking at like the total shares outstanding and it was 519 million. So basically that number will go down It won't be 519 million shares anymore. It'll be 519 million divided by 10. So it'll be 51.9 million shares outstanding instead of 5.
Well, it will be for a very short time. It will be for a brief moment.
119. So literally the company valuation doesn't change. It just makes every stock more valuable, but there's fewer of them. That is literally the only difference.
And they need your shares.
If you guys enjoyed my video, this is interesting. I'm literally learning something every day, something new every day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget.
I mean, and you would if you listen to this, because you know, they got that part right. So interesting channel. I'll give it a like. You know what? I'll even subscribe. I'll follow them and see what else they put out. Maybe they got some good stock picks. Who knows, right? Anyway, we will see you sometime.
You can't kill Michael Moass! It's impossible!
This is what happens when you work to change things.
You're being a little bitch.
What do you fucking want from me? Get off my dick!
You know, if you don't understand the situation, it's better sometimes not to.
That still kills me.
Complete imbecile in the matter. Okay, so.
Okay. Well, conclusion.
Fuck you. I think you a bitch. You understand?
Apes can still win. Clearly. Yes, rest in peace, Tony.
Is that what you're saying? Or are you
that's what we're saying. Huh?
First they think you're crazy, then they fight you.
I don't know. I don't really think that's the case.
Anyway, thank you guys.
And then
kind of a last minute deal here today. So you know, not so prepared and got other stuff to do this evening. So we're gonna call it here. Thanks, Lynn, for being here. Glad that you're okay out there. You know, relatively speaking, I guess. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, we have a finance chat link in the description for Telegram. It's our off YouTube chat group. It's more of a community, really. So you can join that. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side. So next time, I guess it will be after the share theft operation, and you know, it will be into the cleanup operation, which we know is coming, thanks to Lou. Thank you, Lou, for that. All right, I'm stalling here.
You know something? Like, for real. Little D's, you better get ready for navigating this, because they didn't teach this in Harvard. Get ready for this, motherfucker, because this is the Depression 2.0. This is a digital depression. This is going to be so fucked up, it's not even going to be funny. How much has